All right, so we are going to do a garden update, you all. As you can see, everything is looking so lush, tall, and green and beautiful. And it's growing tall, you all. I've planted squash and zucchini and eggplants before, and they've never gotten this tall, you all. So I attribute it, of course, to the Electroculture pose, but also we've been getting a lot of rain this season. But even so, you all, I've never seen growth like this. So let's take a look. Look at all the yellow flowers. Cucumber, this is a cucumber vine, and I planted them close to the cattle panel so that the cucumbers can grab a hold onto the cattle panel and grow up. See, I'm going to just latch this one on over here ever so carefully. Go on over there, little fella. And there it can latch on and it'll grow on up. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. So I thought the camera cut off. So let's just take a look, guys. Everything is looking amazing. Today I'm using my husband's GoPro camera. If things look a little clearer and sharper, it's because I'm not using my cell phone. Yay. All right, look at that, guys. Do you see the zucchini? Oh man, looks so beautiful. So we've got a lot of growth happening. You see the beautiful lantinas growing in the midst of all of the squash. Let's see what else we got. Let's take a look. Ooh, things are budding. Wow. So excited. You can see squash growing. All right. So my husband's picking weeds so that everything can start to grow even better. He's looking for weeds. He's on a weed hunt. We're going on a trip and we're looking for some weeds. Gotta find them, my little weed picker. All right, so let's take a look, see what we can find. Ooh, that's a baby eggplant growing, you all. This is so exciting to me. So right here we see the cucumbers. They are trellising out, and I think I'll leave them like that so that they can grow out onto the rocks. That's fine. But let's see, we have the oregano growing, rosemary. These are some extra marigolds that I really need to plant and find somewhere to go so they don't just sit there in the pots. Picking weeds. What did you find there, my little weed?
I found that you buy too many flowers.
Okay. That's how we gonna do. That's how they do you. They get on camera and then they just say whatever. Look at these peppers. Oh, those are ready to pick, babe. Woo, we're gonna put some peppers. Oh yes, they are. They are ready.
Oh wow. They're supposed to stay.
Hello, birdie. Hello. Look at that. Woo, we're gonna have some peppers. Those are banana peppers. Well, let me make sure what kind of peppers these are. Keep these. Papa Joe's sweet banana peppers.
You should make that pickle sauce that we eat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And here are my zinnias that are about to bloom, you all. These will be zinnias, and those are lantinas. They're so pretty. And these are eggplants right here. Yeah, let's go around. Let's take a look. Hello. What do we have here? More zucchini, more squash. All right, well, this is the pop-up garden, remember? Where we just kind of planted a little bit of everything. I didn't label anything, so it's gonna definitely be a surprise, whatever we get. But I see that the zinnia are about to grow. I think I have pole beans. Yeah, this is actually a pole bean, and I want it to latch on right there to the cattle panel so it can grow up and vine on the cattle panel, and it makes it easier to pick when you do vertical gardening. So it looks like Edgar's having a lot of success. Make sure you're not picking out things that might be a zinnia, or because some of those were zinnias and marigolds.
I noticed that. I
That's
did
the
pick
thing.
one, but I planted it
He
back.
starts picking stuff and it was actually a plant, you know? So you have to be real careful. Like this one's about to bud here. And I think that's just a zinnia. That's a pole bean growing up the vine of the cattle, the vine growing up the cattle panel. Look at that. It's gonna be some yummy pole beans. Here in this pot, I planted eggplant. So, let's see what it does. These are my sunflowers, and you see the pole beans are already vining up the sunflower pole, which is great. Sunflowers are great to plant with pole beans because they have a strong enough structure to actually hold the pole beans and vining vegetables. So those are really a good idea to plant with your pole beans. And there's more pole beans trying to find somewhere to latch on into. Let's see.
How many times you say pole beans?
Okay. Let me
Pole beans.
pole beans. Let me put that right there, kind of latch it on. Very careful.
You worked hard over here, I see. A lot of hard work. What is this?
That was a zinnia that you done messed around and plucked up. Poor thing.
Plant them back?
I don't think so.
You can. It's just like uprooting and planting anything back.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff growing. I'm not quite sure what is what, but that's a sunflower. This looks like leaves of a squash or some type of melon plant. Those are flowers blooming, I think, or maybe they're beans. I don't know. We'll see. And those are bell pepper plants. Ooh. And those are zinnias, I believe. So, yeah. Oh, look at turquoise. Coming to say hello. So yeah, everything's doing so good. I'm so excited to see everything growing. So the electro poles are definitely doing their thing. Let me get down. This is deal, which is good for eggs and fish. Uh-oh, y'all. Look at this. You see that? That's a problem. That's a cucumber vine that has latched onto the deal, and the deal is not a strong enough structure to do that. So I'm going to have to unwrap that and find a space for it to go. Oh, goodness. Come on. Without hurting both plants. Can you hold this for a second? Thank you. You have to be very delicate because the vine is so delicate. Okay, I got it. So now we're just gonna hook it. Ooh, geez, see? Let's see, hook it here so that it can trellis up this vine. Perfect. And not kill the deal. See, the deal is just not, it's not like the sunflower where it has a strong structure to hold on to it. So I have to make sure it's not going to kill my deal. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get that out of there. So see right there, those can kill your other plants if they get a hold of them. So you don't want the cucumber vines to get a hold of that. Oh. There we go. So I'll just latch it on to here, and that way it can grow up that. Oh, I broke that one off. That's why you got to be really careful, guys, when dealing with them. All right, because I don't want it to impact the growth of the peppers. The peppers need room to grow. That is a weed.
Somebody coming to get our fish. And Lionel doesn't like them either.
I'm just gonna hook these over here so they don't damage my pepper plant. The pepper plant is like, thank you so much for saving my life. And you have to check back like every week, every 4 or 5 days, so you make sure that these little vines are not grabbing a hold to your plants, your other plants. All right, that looks better. You see that? Much better. Alright, so that is the update for the garden for this week, and we have a lot of growth. I'm so excited about all the things that are blossoming and blooming. You got a little bumblebee that's taking advantage of that little squash flower. Let's go look at the corn. Alright, so in this pot we've got corn, you all. This is blood corn. And so I didn't put an electro pole in this particular pot so I could compare it to the one that's on the other side that has one. Let's go see how it looks in comparison. Alright, so this one has an electro pole, and I want to say they kind of look the same, only we see right here that there is probably going to be corn to develop from here, and I don't remember seeing that in the other one. But besides that, they kind of look like they're neck and neck. But I will say there are electro poles that are near the other pot, so maybe it is still benefiting from having electro copper poles so near the pot, which is a great possibility. Because I'm going to show you these tomatoes. One has a copper pole and the other one doesn't, and it's further away. And this one is already budding tomatoes. You see? Look at that. Little tomatoes. Hold on. Little tomatoes are starting to form. Now let's go take a look at this pot way over here. Now it looks really full. Really bountiful, right? Yes. It looks really big and huge, right? But notice where's the tomatoes? There are no tomatoes on this one. We have flowers, but no tomatoes yet. So the one that has the copper pole is actually being more fruitful because it's already producing. So very interesting. So that's all that I have for you all this week in the garden. I want to give a special shout out for my little helper who's over there. He had knee surgery and he just won't sit down anywhere. He is constantly going, so this gives him something to do. And so he's quite happy over there picking his little weeds. Y'all say a little prayer for him that he has a speedy acceleration, quick recovery, and all is well. Alright, that's it guys for the garden update. Bye. 18 hours without breaking, not thinking about us. Then in my mind, you're next to me laying. Those memories keep playing.